Hi Virgo, this is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette. If you've never viewed me before, this is your general reading for March the 11th through the 17th. Just take the pieces that resonate, Virgo, and then leave the rest. Virgo, when I was meditating on your cards, I got a few different things. One of the things I was hearing and kind of seeing in my head was a lot of like kind of like fog. I don't know if you're going to be somewhere foggy or anything like that, or you're having like a lot of brain fog. The other thing was is so if you're going to be flying, because I kept seeing and hearing like Peter Pan, like you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. So I don't know if you're going to be flying, or maybe you're having a little bit of self-doubt, where you feel like you are almost kind of can't do something, like you're having a little bit of self-doubt. The other thing I had almost like a connection to was like Niagara Falls. I don't know if you're going to be going to Niagara Falls. You're going to be traveling there. The other thing was is that if you have I almost got like a connection to that um like you put on like a brave face like during the day, and you're kind of like kind of fine during the day, like you're your good carefree self, you go to work and this, that, and the other. But then you kind of go home and you kind of have like a, kind of sad type of way about you. You kind of like feel like you almost kind of like cry, in private. Nobody knows that about you. It's kind of like hidden away. The other thing I was seeing is that you have something that's like all black in your house that nobody would normally have. It's kind of unusual, whether this is like a tablecloth or it's like something that's just like kind of like unusual. I don't know if it's like something that's just like not normally black, whether this is like a room that like somebody wouldn't normally have, whether this is like a dining room or something like that that's just not typically all black, and people comment on it a lot. Um but it's done really well. Like people say stuff about it. Either that or you're going somewhere where it's like kind of sticks out to you. Um, something about something that's all black. Um, the other thing that I was seeing, um, something of either that black or tiger. Tiger was the other thing. The other thing I was seeing was something about ears. Something about ears, like somebody said, open your ears. Something either you're having like you have a hearing difficulty, or somebody that has a hearing difficulty. Um, or maybe you're saying that to something, or maybe you're going to be in a loud environment where everybody's kind of yelling. But that's what I was getting, so we'll see what's going on for you. You have the Knight of Cups on the bottom there, and then on the bottom of the clarification deck, you have the Two of Cups there. So you could be having a good week for love. So let's see what is going on for you. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So it looks pretty good so far. Let's see what else we have going on for you. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Ace of Wands, Judgment, the Tower, and the Nine of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Oh, so very nice. So let's see what we have going on for you. And I think Virgo, the last reading I did for you was really nice as well. So the Three of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles is, Virgo energy as well. And I feel like what this is saying, Virgo, is that, this is all about, working together. This is about a group, in general. And I feel like, this could be about you receiving recognition as well. This can be about, your something that you haven't done or almost like you've been working for a long time on it. I feel like this is something that you've, steadily taken a long time on, and it's almost like you felt like, you could be, almost like it's taking you a long time, and even almost you felt like you were never going to finish it. This could be a project or something that you've been trying to get to do at work, or just something in general, that just means something to you, with the Knight of Pentacles energy. People say this is like a slow moving night, and it is, but also at the same time, this is a night that, wants to be, make sure they have, pretty much crossed all their T's and dotted all their I's. They're a slow moving night, but at the same time, they want to make sure that they have everything done. They want to make sure that they're really well prepared. They're not, Virgos are very, analytical. They're very, very smart as well. They're not somebody, and they take, notice of everything. So they're not going to just jump in and, go, you know, jump into the first, mission that they are supposed to go do. They want to make sure it's a mission that they are, qualified, and, make sure that they're a mission that they are, is going to be, um, worth, worth the prize, I should say. So I feel like with that, people are going to, you're going to get recognition for it, and you're going to be seen that it's actually, worth your time, and people are going to really take notice of you, and you're going to be almost be, learning, and, kind of be teaching people as well as learning in the process as well. With the High Priestess, you have the Strength card. Yeah, and I feel like this is almost you kind of, you can be getting used to a situation in a way. This could be something that you never really saw, um, yourself doing in a way. This could be something that, in a way, you don't really know the outcome of the situation. This could be something also, where you really don't know where it's going. And because you don't know where it's going, this is kind of making you a little bit uneasy with that strength card. You really have to kind of pull out all that extra strength you have, because, you could be a little bit nervous about it. You could be, trying to, show that you know, you know, you're brave in a sense, but at the same time, you're a little bit, kind of held back. You're a little bit scared at the same sense. So you're really pulling out all your, you know, inner strength from it. You're pretty much just going by your own intuition on this with the High Priestess card, and you're pretty much just going with it. But you're putting on a brave face at the same time with that Strength card. Um, but we'll keep pulling. And this is a big decision too. These are two major arcanas, so I feel like whatever this was for you, this is, or whatever this is going into in that week, if this has already happened, this is a big decision. This has been a big, thing for you, whether this is a project, a person, a job, whatever experience this is for you, a life event, you know. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Ace of Wands. I feel like, the Eight of Cups is walking away from something, that doesn't longer serve you. The Eight of Cups can also represent travel, and just, movement in general. In the Eight of Cups, there's that Moon card on it as well. And the Eight of Cups represents, can represent, a little bit of confusion. It can represent fear. So I feel like that's also what's kind of happening too. It also represents, just, the unknown as well. And I feel like, with that, you really don't know what's going, you kind of headed in a direction, the unknown. And I kind of feel like, none of us can predict the future. And all of our experience, all of our energies that kind of come in towards us, no matter what we kind of think is going to happen, no matter what we plan for what's going to happen, none of us can really ever expect it. With that Ace of Wands, I feel like it's almost just like you're like, okay, well, here's my offer, here's my plan, here's my, out with the old, in with the new. I feel like you're kind of trying to take a more positive, passionate look at things, and you're trying to just be more positive, kind of have more of that fire within you to kind of look towards things. I feel like you're trying to be more, hopeful and more, fiery in a sense, instead of, let go of that fear. You, the only cup cards you have are literally at the end, and you have two Nine of Cups right as of right now. You have the Six of Wands and the Judgment card. I feel like what this is saying, Virgo, is that it's almost like you have like a wake up call or a calling to realize that, it's almost like you are having victory, you are receiving attention, you are really good at something. Um, and it's almost like that, you are being pulled in that direction. Um, and that you really need to claim it. It's almost like you need to claim, having this almost like the identity of a winner. Maybe you haven't felt like you were a winner. Maybe you almost kind of had this identity of somebody who should be kind of like the person behind the curtain, or maybe you should have like this identity of somebody who just kind of should, you know, be hidden away, or maybe you should be somebody who, is somebody who isn't very important in life, but with an actuality, you're having this, victory, where you're actually realizing that you're somebody who is really important. You're somebody who is needed, and that's where this tower and this page of wands comes in. I feel like this tower is going to hit you, and you're realizing that you're going to almost have like this passionate, burst of energy. That tower is hitting, and all those, birds are flying out of there. And it's like a shock to the system, and it's almost like a wake up call to you. Almost like it's right next to the tower and the judgment, right next to each other. That's almost kind of like it's almost like a rock to the system. It's a, almost like a something where it's almost like you've been asleep and now you're waking up to realize, what have I been doing? I'm so much more important than I realized. Where have I been? And I feel like you're realizing that. The Page of Wands is all about the beginning of something you're excited, you're passionate about. You're also starting to learn, and you're going on this journey. You're at the beginning of this journey and you're really excited about it. It's only going to lead to great things too, because you have the Nine of Cups twice. I mean, you can't really say more than that. You're having the Nine of Cups with the Nine of Cups. It's almost like you're walking in to a wish fulfillment that's only going to lead to more and more, joy and wish fulfillments. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you are mm, nurturing those feelings and taking care of those. You don't want to create towers with getting, I guess, with the wrong ways. You don't want to create towers out of anything. I guess I want to say. Let's pull some more cards and see what we have here for you. This reading looks really, really good so far, Virgo. It's almost like a realization with that meditating on your cards. Like you're just having like it's almost like you have like it's almost like a self-esteem thing. I feel like you're having. It's almost like you need to wake up to realize how important how important you are. Whether this is to your job, your family. You literally have the Ten of Cups for your first card with that Three of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. So you have the Nine of Cups on the end, you have the Ten of Cups for your first card. So I mean, so far for you, this this is really great. So you feel like you're having, this is a Ten of Cups is, the, I mean, it's the calm after the storm. You have the Seven of Pentacles, on the bottom, and I feel like maybe in the past for that Seven of Pentacles, you could have invested a lot of time into something and maybe you never saw anything coming out of it. And I feel like, maybe you have given up in the past. Maybe you've given up a lot in the past and you're just like, yeah, nothing's gonna ever work out, and you maybe have given up. But I feel like with this, you're starting, and that's why that night was slow moving with that Virgo energy. But I feel like now the reason why you were so slow moving is because now you wanted to make sure you got to those Ten of Cups before you got to anything else. With the High Priestess and the Strength card, you have the Five of Swords and you have the Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups next to the Ten of Cups. So your emotions are going to be, overflowing. You're literally going to be, so, overjoyed. This can be about work. This can be about a relationship. This could be about you, not jumping into another, jumping into a relationship, too. This could be somebody, you waiting for a long time to find somebody. If people are like, well, why aren't you in, when are you going to get married? Or why aren't you in a relationship? This could be something like that. You just waiting a long time to finally get together. You have that Two of Cups and that Knight of Cups card on the bottom there. This could be about you, waiting to find the right person. This could also you be about, you just waiting to finally find the right thing that, just works for you, whether this be about a job or just finding the right fit for you in general as a person. Finding the right fit, that just fits your lifestyle. With the Five of Swords on the bottom, this can be about just confusion. You just could have been, confused for a long time. We just go through periods in our life where we just don't really know what we want. We don't know what we want. We don't know how to get it. We don't even know really, even if it's right in front of us, we're just not really sure if it's going to be fitting in our lifestyle at that time because we don't know really what to do with it. We don't even know if we're even know how to take care of it, whether it's a person, place, thing, job, or if we're even committed to it. With the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This reading really keeps getting better and better, Virgo. It's really amazing. You have the King of Pentacles on the bottom, which I feel like, the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, you're headed into, more money, more stability. If this is a person, Ten of Pentacles is a great, um, card for love. This means, this is the of stability. This is, everything that you want in a person. The King of Pentacles, if this is a person, depending, this could be like our sign. This person could be a Taurus. This person could be really stable. They could be financially stable, mentally stable. What's the Judgment card and the Six of Wands? I also feel like whatever you're doing, you're creating your own stability as well. Sorry. You have the Three of Wands with the Judgment card and the Six of Wands. You have the King of Pentacles again on the bottom of the deck. And with the Three of Wands, I feel like, this is talking about you being able to expand. You're finally being able to put your plans into action. And I feel like this is also saying, that this is the end of, something that was once stagnant, something that was just not moving, something that was just kind of just, you never knew if it was going to kind of, ever really change. It was just slow moving. This is a card of movement and just kind of, expansion in general. And kind of just like, that dove on this card, its wings are, fully expanded and they're just flying. And just like, in that during that meditation, I was saying, you can fly, and all those butterflies are just flying away. That dove is flying away. You know what I mean? It's almost like, everything's saying that you're able to expand, you're able to fly. You are capable of everything that you're doing. Whatever that you're putting your mind to, whether this be a job, a spiritual like adventure or a quest of some sort or, a relationship, whatever this might be for you, everybody has their own, you know, things in life, just take it how it resonates for you. With the Tower and the Page of Wands, you have the Justice card on the bottom there, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you have, just trying to see, so you have three aces so far. You have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and this is your third ace. So you have three aces. This reading really looks amazing. You have the Ace of Pentacles with the Tower. So I feel like whatever this is leading you to, whether this is love or anything else, you have the Ace of Pentacles. That Tower is hitting. I feel like, that garden, that Ace of Pentacles, it's behind that garden. I feel like this is also telling you to, make sure you nurture that garden too. with that justice card on the bottom, that's also telling you to make sure you nurture that, because that's justice is what you put out, is what you get back. So with that Ace of Pentacles coming out, to make sure you nurture it as well. What I was saying about that Nine of Cups, don't cause your own tower, don't get, you know, too much overjoyed, don't get over, almost like don't get overstimulated. Um, or overzealous, I feel like, in a way. Um, with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups, you have the High Priestess on the bottom, and you have the Moon. And I feel like what this is saying is that this is almost like the only thing in the your whole reading that I feel like is like the only thing that could kind of just throw a Virgo off, right? Because the moon is all about the unknown. The moon is all about it can be the illusion, it can be confusion, it's the thing that we just we it's the cycles, and it can be sometimes something that it's our inner fears that kind of just don't exist. But it's also something, it's that water, it's that Pisces energy, and Pisces tend to um kind of tend to worry, and I'm a Pisces moon, and they kind of have that worry, that illusionist, and that dreamy energy. um and with that High Priestess on the bottom, that's more kind of like water energy. I feel like in a way with that Nine of Cups, I feel like in a way, um this is kind of saying, when things are going really, really well for you, Virgo, just make sure that you just kind of just don't start looking for things, just to look for things to give yourself anxiety. I feel like, when things are going really well for you, just kind of accept them, accept that you have, everything kind of lined up. You've, almost have done everything, almost like perfectly. You've taken the time and you're getting your 10 of cups. You're feeling good with that Ace of Cups. You're almost like laying everything else. It's almost like you've done everything, like you've worked slowly but surely, and it's kind of like you lined everything up. And I feel like once you get to your Nine of Cups, it's almost like, that's your kind of like, it's not an end point, it's a starting point. So don't feel like, once you get there, it's like, don't panic with that, moon energy and feel like, oh, no, 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 this is, something's not right because I feel good. This is, don't start, looking for, you know, holes in your plan or anything. I feel like, what this is reading is saying is that when you feel good, just accept that you feel good. Accept that you feel happy. Accept that you feel content. Don't look for any anxieties. Don't look for any worry. If you feel okay and you feel happy and you feel confident in what you're doing, then just accept it and just keep going. When we're feeling, these energies coming in, there's a reason for that. When we feel bad, there's a reason for that. It means, we're the universe is kind of nudging us. But if you feel good and confident, there's, there's a reason that you're feeling, good and happy. But if you're searching and you're kind of searching, you know, there's a difference between that and when you genuinely, your intuition is pulling you and telling you that something's wrong. But this reading looks really absolutely amazing, Virgo. I would just kind of just keep going and doing what you're doing because it looks amazing, and have the confidence that whatever you're doing just looks great. So I'm sorry this reading was a little bit long, but if you enjoyed it, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it so, so much. And enjoy your week, and I hope to see you really soon. Thanks. Bye.